Saint Sophronius of Irkutsk, Wonderworker of Siberia. March 30th. A dedicated monastic is appointed bishop of a vast, unorganized Siberian diocese, where he tirelessly establishes the Orthodox faith through missionary work, education, and personal asceticism. Saint Sophronius of Irkutsk, born Stephen Krystolevsky, entered the world in 1703 within the Chernigov region of Ukraine. His early years were marked by a dedication to learning, which led him to the esteemed Kiev-Mogila Academy. There, Stephen pursued his studies with diligence, acquiring the knowledge that would later serve his ministry. In 1727, Stephen chose the monastic path. He entered the Krasnogorsk Transfiguration Monastery and was tonsured a monk, receiving the name Sophronius. His commitment to the monastic life was evident through his humility and obedience. 3 years later, in 1730, he was ordained a hierodiacon, and in 1732, he was elevated to the rank of hieromonk. The monastery entrusted him with significant administrative duties, appointing him treasurer and steward. For over a decade, hieromonk Sophronius managed these responsibilities with care, demonstrating his capacity for diligent service within the church structure. His administrative abilities and spiritual maturity did not go unnoticed. In 1742, hieromonk Sophronius was assigned to the Holy Trinity Sergius Lavra, a prominent spiritual center in Russia. At the Lavra, he continued his service as treasurer and later assumed the leadership of the monastery for nearly 2 years. This period further refined his experience in ecclesiastical administration, preparing him for the weighty responsibilities that lay ahead. The Holy Synod, recognizing his virtues and capabilities, chose hieromonk Sophronius in 1753 to become the bishop of Irkutsk and Nerchinsk. This appointment placed him at the head of a vast and challenging diocese in Siberia. He received his episcopal consecration in St. Petersburg and then commenced the long and arduous journey eastward. Upon his arrival in Irkutsk in 1754, Bishop Sophronius found the diocese in a state of disarray. The previous bishop had been absent for an extended period, leading to neglect in both administrative and spiritual matters. The task before him was substantial: to restore order, strengthen the faith, and provide pastoral care to a scattered flock across an immense territory. Bishop Sophronius dedicated the next 18 years of his life to this ministry. His episcopacy was characterized by tireless labor and profound pastoral concern. He approached his duties with the zeal of an apostle, seeking to enlighten the native peoples of Siberia, including the Buryats, with the Orthodox faith. He did not employ coercion, but rather emphasized a gentle approach, rooted in Christian love and the example of a pious life. He understood that true conversion came through witness and understanding, not force. A cornerstone of his ministry was the establishment of educational institutions. Recognizing the need for an educated clergy and an enlightened populace, he founded schools for the children of clergy members. More significantly, he established schools for native Siberians, providing instruction in literacy, the Holy Scriptures, and practical trades. Among these, the Russo-Mongolian school held particular importance, as it was designed to train translators and future missionaries who could bridge cultural and linguistic divides. These schools served as vital centers for the dissemination of Orthodox teaching and the upliftment of the local communities. Bishop Sophronius also oversaw a significant program of church building and restoration. He directed the construction of new churches throughout his diocese, providing places of worship and spiritual gathering for communities that previously lacked them. He also worked to improve existing churches, ensuring they were fitting for divine services. A notable achievement in this regard was the construction of the magnificent Theophany Cathedral in Irkutsk, which became a spiritual landmark for the region. Throughout his demanding episcopal ministry, Bishop Sophronius maintained the strict personal discipline of a monk. He lived a life of profound asceticism, characterized by simplicity and self-denial. He ate sparingly and spent his nights in prayer, often choosing to sleep on the floor rather than in comfort. His humility was deep. He would frequently visit the poor and the sick in disguise, offering assistance and comfort without seeking recognition for his charitable acts. His personal holiness provided a powerful example to his clergy and flock, demonstrating that spiritual strength undergirded his every endeavor. After 18 years of devoted service, Saint Sophronius reposed in the Lord on March 30th, 1771. The circumstances surrounding his burial were unusual. Due to prolonged flooding, his body remained unburied for 6 months. When his casket was finally opened for the funeral service, his body was found to be completely incorrupt, a testament to his sanctity. This incorruption was the first of many miracles attributed to him. He was laid to rest in the Theophany Cathedral in Irkutsk, the very church he had helped to build. His veneration grew steadily, and in 1918 he was formally glorified as a saint of the Orthodox Church. He is commemorated on the day of his repose, March 30th, and also on June 30th, marking the uncovering of his holy relics. Saint Sophronius of Irkutsk remains a revered figure whose life exemplifies steadfast faith, tireless labor, and profound humility in the service of Christ and his Church.